Hello and welcome to this video on the past simple. This is main use number 1. In this video we're going to be looking at how to use the past simple to talk about completed actions and situations in the past. So let's begin. Right, so main use number 1 of the past simple is this, as I mentioned, to talk about completed, finished actions and situations in the past. Let me show you what I mean. So William the Conqueror invaded. So the past simple, invaded. William the Conqueror invaded England in 1066. This is one of the most famous dates in English history. Every school child knows this date. So you can see that the invasion began on the 28th of September 1066. This is when William the Conqueror came with his army from Normandy. And the invasion ended on the 25th of December with his coronation, when he became king. The 25th of December 1066, when he became King of England. So you can see this is a completed, finished action in the past. Another one. I had fish and chips for dinner last night. So I started my dinner at 7:30. I finished at 8:15. It's a finished, completed action in the past, in a finished period of time. Last night is finished. Another one, I went to university in York. I went to university in York a long time ago. I started university in 1990. I finished in 1994. That's when I graduated. So 1990 to 1994, this is a finished period of time. So the action is completed and finished. Now it's your turn to make a past simple sentence. Now I'll go through the form with you first. So you begin with maybe I or was, with the verb to be, was, then had, lived, etc. And then the rest of the sentence. They, you, we, plus were, had and lived, and then the rest of the sentence. Or he, she, it, with was, and then had, lived, etc. The past tense of the verb, and then the rest of the sentence. So I'd like you to tell me what you had for dinner last night. Tell me what you had for dinner last night. And it was pasta. Tell me that. You ready? All right, I hope you said this. I had pasta for dinner last night. Very nice. Now, I'll give you the answers on the screen. If you need more time to think, pause the video. All right, next one. I'd like you to tell me what you studied at university. Tell me what you studied. Now, just for imagination, let's just imagine it was economics. Economics at university. Tell me that. Use the past tense of the verb study. Ready? I hope you said this. I studied economics at university. All right, one more. Tell me what you did yesterday. Tell me that using the verb go, so the past tense of the verb go, to the cinema yesterday. To the cinema yesterday. Tell me that. Ready? Sure? Good. Have you said this? I went to the cinema yesterday. Now it's your turn to ask a yes, no, past simple question. Now I'll go to the form with you. So we begin with were, and then you, and then the rest of the question, or was with he, she, and it, the rest of the question, or was with I, and the rest of the question. So beginning with were or was, this is, we can use it with the passive, were you born, passive, or with adjectives, were you happy last night, were you tired last night, adjective, or with a noun, were you a student last year, were you a student, all right? Or we can begin with did, he, she, and it, and then the infinitive of the verb, infinitive without to of the verb, and the rest of the question. Or did plus I, they, we, you, and then the infinitive of the verb, and the rest of the question. Good thing about asking questions with did in the past, it's the same form for everybody. Whether it's he, she, they, we, you, it's all the same. It's good. I'd like you to ask me this question. So yes or no, ask me a question. You want to know if I was born in England. If I was born in England. Please ask me that. You ready? I hope you said this. Were you born in England? Yes. Yes, I was born in England. Now, when you're asking these questions, when you're making the questions, say the words out loud. I know it's a bit strange. You know, you're in your bedroom, but it will help you to remember. It'll make it seem more realistic. So say the questions. Another one. You would like to know if I studied English at university. You want to know if I studied English at university. Please ask me the question. Ready? Hope you said this. Did you study English at university? Yes, I did. English and history at university. One more. You would like to know if I went to the cinema yesterday. You would like to know if I went to the cinema yesterday. Ask me that. Ready? Hope you said this. Did you go to the cinema yesterday? No, I didn't. I didn't go to the cinema yesterday. Last week I went to the cinema, but not yesterday. Right, now it's your turn to ask a WH, past simple question. Again, I'll show you the form first. We begin with what, where, the question word, then did, the auxiliary did, and then the subject, I, you, they, and we, and then the infinitive of the verb. Or what, where, etc., plus the auxiliary did, then he, she, and it, plus the infinitive of the verb. Or we can begin with what, who, for example, then the verb, the past tense of the verb, in this case, the past tense of the verb, and then the object. Now that third question, if you look at the third question, in that question, the question word is the subject. In the first two questions, I, you, they, we, and he, she, and it, they're the subject. If you want to see the difference between these two types of questions, please watch my form videos and I'll explain the difference. Now, you would like to know, ask me this, so begin with where. You would like to know where I went to university. You want to know where I went to university. Please ask me that. You ready? I hope you said this. Where did you go to university? I went to University of York, which is it's a beautiful, beautiful city in the north of England. I went to York. Another one. You would like to know what I had for dinner last night. You want to know what I had for dinner last night. Please ask me. Ready? Hope you said this. What did you have for dinner last night? Chicken and rice, I think. Yes, chicken and rice. Spicy chicken and rice. I love my spicy food. One more. You would like to know when. You would like to know when I went to bed last night. When I went to bed last night. Please ask me. Ready? Hope you said this. When did you go to bed last night? About 11:30. About that. I think about 11:30. 11:30. I went to bed last night. Not too late. And that's it for main use number 1 of the past simple. If you would like to have a lot more practice using this tense, please watch my practice video. I'll ask you questions, you can ask me questions, and you'll see the answers on the screen to make sure you're answering and asking correctly. And if you can have a quiz, there's a quiz you can do, test your knowledge. As always, take very good care of yourselves, have fun, and I hope to see you soon. Take care.